Yeah, no, a chuck roll.
Yes, we got a chuck roll.
So this is it. Hi guys, welcome back to Texas Family Life. I'm Kristy and this is my husband Micah.
Hi.
And we have 5 kids, so we're always trying to find out a way to save money when it comes to feeding them in a big way. So we have watched Butcher Wizard, and he showed us how you can get a big chunk of meat. This is really called
he calls it a beef chuck roll, but this says beef chuck roast on it. But when I asked the butcher for this cut, I asked them for the whole beef chuck roll. And we got this at HEB. So I just went up to them and said, hey, can I get the whole beef chuck roll? This is what they brought me. And it does say beef chuck roast on it.
I panicked a little bit when we got home. I was like, wait a minute, we just spent $100 and this was $100. But what is it supposed to give us?
$117. I'm not sure. We'll have to check that out. But it gives you a lot of stuff.
I know it can give you ground beef, a couple of types of steaks.
Yes.
And something else, maybe an actual roast. Like
maybe.
a little roast. And we'll see. But we're going to watch Butcher Wizard's video on this. I'll link his video below, and we're gonna try to follow along, just butcher this ourselves. We've never done this. It may not go well, and that's okay, but we're gonna try it out and take y'all along with us. So let's start doing that.
Let's go! That under here, and that way it stops your cutting board from sliding around so much while you're using it. So yeah, this is bigger than the cutting board almost. So you want to
Culinary school.
probably do want to be careful with opening this, just because there's a lot of blood in it. So you'll cut off a corner, the cleanest corner you can find, and then let it all kind of drain to the opposite end before you take it out. Just so that way it's not getting all over the place.
It's gonna cut off the stuff that's like, it's not skin, is it? It's just fat.
Okay, I don't know. So I know that cows have a muscle that they move when like flies and stuff get on them. And so maybe this is that? I don't know. I'm not sure. You can probably cut that.
Yeah, the clear one.
Okay. Should we? Yes. I'm gonna get another bowl. You can see like how thick the thing is, and I'm just kind of like slowly going in here, trying to keep as much of the meat intact as possible, so that so we can
not waste a bunch.
Yeah, just get as much of our money's worth as we can.
Some pieces just have like weird areas. But yeah.
Look at this silver skin right here, like that's gonna have to go.
Yeah. Man, it's so hard. Like push on it.
Okay, so that.
But then it's soft over here.
Yeah.
Huh. And then this is like super soft. Like that looks like ground beef. I don't know. We have no idea.
Yeah.
What these cuts are gonna be. It's like Christmas.
too far. But
Looks good.
oh, no, actually,
Okay.
it's not pretty close. All right, so this is that part he was talking about.
Turn it sideways, like show the camera.
He's saying
Is that
this
like a little
is the
steak?
ribeye, yeah,
Okay.
or like that. Maybe that's
Okay.
what you get.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Looks good. Alright.
so we can get. I hope this isn't too painful for anyone to watch. Really, what's he doing? Oh man, look at all that. That's.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think he's probably tossing this.
Put it in there.
I'm gonna put this in, like, that's gonna be like my kind of
Super
junk
light.
pile, so to speak.
Roast off of the other side.
Okay, so this is
I'm
this is roast.
so.
Chuck roast. And so you already have a couple of chuck roasts.
How many of those did he cut off?
This is you're on your second. He did his second. This is his third that he just cut.
Okay. See, this is why I wanted that. Didn't have to be a lot of money, but I did want a fresh knife,
Yeah.
so that way it could. Like, we're having no problem cutting through this right now.
And all of our other knives would have been too dull.
Yeah.
That one looks good.
Yeah. See, I don't get that part that he cut off. Maybe it's just this little bit here.
Yeah, just like
I think
that
so.
grainy part. Yep. Because like you said, it's kind of like mirrored. I don't know.
Yeah.
That looks really good.
Okay, so this is there.
Really hold that one up. Like this.
This one.
Yeah, like, there you go.
Okay. So yeah, that's nice. And then he cuts this part off.
And he said full ground.
Did he?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That's
Because
another thing I'd be like, I'll cube it.
well, we were cutting our.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Straight down.
See, his is fatter than mine.
Okay.
And again, here you can see it almost looks like a little New York.
Okay.
Okay. I think he got more roast off that end.
Okay.
It just depends on how we get it from the butcher. So it's not going to be perfect.
So it's that.
So this, I think he put this in his ground.
So sad. It's just like, oh, it'd be so good.
Okay.
So cut off
So,
that one.
yeah, this
you're
is
right.
his Denver steak. So
You're
this right
right where
here,
that line
is
is.
one more roast, I think. Okay. So, okay.
So what will that be?
I think it's going in roast.
So is this roast like?
This
we
could be
roast
the
it with-
piece that he would put in his ground beef.
Could we make it like roast like with carrots and potatoes?
Yeah.
Is that the kind of roast?
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you want to put this in with the ground beef? 'Cause I think that's what he did. He cut that piece off. He's like, oh, so we'll put this in ground beef.
Yeah,
Like,
put it with ground beef.
okay,
'Cause
lots
at
of
least I
ground
have-
beef. Okay. All right, so this is our Denver steak.
And you can see like,
Yeah, you can see the marbling and stuff in it. So we'll be cutting it like this, cutting it this way. All right. There's your little ribeye.
Oh.
It's kind of not even, which is not what you want in a steak. You want them to be even, so that way it cooks evenly. So I'm gonna clean this end up.
Butter.
Okay, so we're starting to get a little crooked here. Like I said, you want the meat to be as close to the same size so that it cooks evenly. But yeah, we'll do, these will probably be like super tender,
Okay.
so, well, there we go, save those. This will be a ribeye scrap, also ribeye scrap. Like I said, he's grinding these up for ground beef. But yeah, I think we'll just take them and use them as like steak and eggs. This is gonna be our dog food scraps right here. This is the stuff that we cut off. We're gonna end up dicing this, cubing this up, and maybe we'll get a grinder, I don't know. But we're gonna grind this into ground beef. These are our Denver steaks. We got, I think 5 of them. Some better than others. This is like ribeye, our ribeye scraps, which we're gonna probably use as like for breakfasts and stuff like that. And then we got some ribeye steaks out of it also. They're thin, but they're kind of falling apart, but it'll be good. These were inside the ribeye. They're not a filet mignon, but it's very similar, very tender. You can feel it, oh my goodness. So we got 2 of these guys, and it'll be really nice. And then these are all of our roast cuts. This one's massive.
So that is something to do with like the carrots and potatoes.
Yes, okay. Carrots, potatoes. I mean,
Just like a long cook.
yes.
Because it's not as tender.
And golly, this is so much ground beef here.
So I plan to do like a lot of cubing with this.
Yes.
Make it like for soups.
Yes, that'd be good too.
Like a chili.
Yeah.
Because you can do like a
So-
little bit smaller chunks and do chili meat.
Not.
A bunch of steaks, a
Yeah.
bunch of ground beef, a bunch of roast. It seems like a really good deal. And if nothing else, it's like super, super fresh.
Yeah.
Like, that's more fresh than just buying a steak at the store because we're buying the whole thing and then cutting it ourselves. It hasn't been like packaged or anything. It hasn't sat for any amount of time except for what we've just done. All right, so I got these, of course, on sale in the sale section at H-E-B. They're the Food Saver bags. My Food Saver came from a resale shop. These ones are pre-cut, which is really nice. I used to get the rolls, which makes it really hard because then you have to like cut and seal and cut and seal. But these are already sealed for me. So we talked about it, we're going to freeze the roasts and the little pieces of steak meat. But these really nice ones we're gonna go ahead and cook probably tomorrow first thing. It is late and we're trying to get this done while the kids sleep.
And the ground beef stuff.
So I'm gonna chop all of this. I'm gonna do some in bigger chunks for stew meat, and then I'm gonna chop other pieces pretty finely, as much as I can, like ground beef. I'm gonna use Micah's new fancy knife. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Let me know in the comments below if you've ever sectioned meat like this, and if you have not, have you been encouraged to try it now? I highly, highly recommend trying this yourself. It was such a great experience, and I think it's something we're going to try to do again in the future. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you did like this video.
So this is just a portion. This is stew meat. I'd say this is, I don't know, a few pounds. 1 pound, 2 pounds? That's a lot. It's heavy. So at least 2 to 3 pounds of cubed stew meat. And then this is a lot more like, I'd call this minced. It's not ground. Minced meat that I will use as ground beef.
Ooh, mince meat pie.
Yeah, that'd be fun. So that's that. That was that big chunk that I had here. And then I have this whole other bowl. I think y'all get the gist. I'll show you at the very end how much meat I end up with. But that's the start.
Thank you for watching. I hope you have a blessed rest of your week, and can't wait to see y'all again soon. Bye, guys.